Hi guys, welcome back to Kit Car Director and MK Sportscars. Well, it's part 2 of the Workshop Walk Cars and Coffee event. So if you was unfortunate enough not to make it down here, I'm going to show you around so you don't miss a thing. Right, this is not obviously an MK, it's the M&R, but it shows that we know what we're capable of here at MK. And we were trying to showcase people, other work and other project builds that we do for customers as well. So this one, as you know, is the Mazda Turbo. Didn't fit. It was good to sort of show people this versus us as well, gives people an insight. But this block and everything else that's in here is pretty much what we do in our own Mazda RX-5. So this setup, low mount turbo, down in here, going to make big power, all fits in. We'll probably be able to use our link pipe that we've used on this as well in the past. So we're trying to use some of our standard parts that we have available. And it was showcasing what we're doing and probably using a good chunk of the parts that we do off the RX-5 and using them in this build. Because it's easy, we know it fits, we know it works and everything else. Whereas going for the customer who's trying to find, I think it's a bit bespoke, this chassis. It seems to be sort of one setup for it all. So we've gone back changing the engine mounts and everything else that you've seen what we've been doing. Body panels are on next, and we were showing the body panels, and we got to cut all the holes up for the suspension and everything else. But short showing the bare bones of one of the Mazda base kit, and it is a competitor of ours. Of course it is. We don't mind that. You know, there's other people out there who are manufacturing other cars out there. This is what we do, and hopefully you like what you do and you buy them because it's what we do, and we think we're very good at it, and proves it because what we work bolts in here, and you cannot buy any of this stuff from this supplier. They don't sell it, so you've got to make your own bracketry, you've got to make your own fittings, you've got to make your own engine mounts. We don't do that. We make it so you can just bolt it in, and that makes life so much simpler. But yeah, it's always good to show. The only thing I do say, a lot of compliments on the colour. It's quite nice, isn't it? A thumbs up for that. Right here, we've actually got a Caterham. Here, what's going on with this? You're wondering, you don't seen it before. Well, it was on display. This is Neil's car, actually. Hashtag Neil's car. Had it quite a few years. You're wondering why he's got an MK and not a Caterham, etc. He's had it a long time. This has been fully restored. It's going back. It's been refreshed, repainted in this pearlescent white. Bit of history about this car. To it actually, it was used in Top Gear. So it's a Top Gear live car that was used, etc. I think it was red originally, then white, then went back to the Stig theme, shall we call it, etc. It's got like 230 horsepower, 2-litre Duratec, mated to a 6-speed transmission, which is the Caterham one, which is basically effectively like a Type 9 type gearbox, etc. But yeah, it's fully blown up. But I do believe once this is completed the restoration, it's going to be up for sale. So if you're into a high spec Caterham and you want something, you know, available, it's going to be coming up that isn't going to be in the marketplace and that often, especially with this unique history that's on this particular vehicle, give Neil a shout. I'm sure he'll talk you through it. Right, another car we pulled out from storage was the Phoenix. We thought to show people what's coming in for 2024 basically. Which, as you know, we've been on with getting this dialed in. It's taking time because we're recaddying the chassis. We're not just trying to throw these together. It needs some R&D behind it to make it productionised, I suppose. But it was nice to pull out the Phoenix. Lots of compliments on it. It's a pretty little car. It's got a Z-Tech in there in a moment. It's supercharged. We're going to be doing basically Duratex and boosters in them. That's it. Not nothing else. Why do you need anything else? Because it works. So yeah, that was a nice pretty car. Lots of compliments on this. We like it actually. We do like the Phoenix. Otherwise we wouldn't have bought it. Right, now pairing up again, these are on display for you to see, which is a pair of S2000 cars. So Honda S2000 or F20C engine cars, very, very different, but the same. So Indy RR chassis, round tube and round tube. This has got a roll cage FIA, this has got a roll bar. So road track day car, this is going to be a time attack car. It was designed for track work only. CXRs, they're both on the same wheels, but this has obviously got the new cut nose cone as well. Got the new facelifted nose cone, which helps with ducting and cooling. This one was stripped down a bit, we're doing some work on it so people could see the drivetrain and all the mechanicals, which is always nice to see. And like I said in the other one, under the skin to see what's in these particular vehicles. But yeah, these are on, both had carbon arches, front and rear, etc. as well. Nice cars, fast cars, really fast cars. I think this is 235 horse, 236. This one's got a Simpson exhaust and a few other bits, made just north of 250 horsepower. So really, really, that VTEC, when it kicks in, stonking engine. Right, Mazda RX-5 tail, our little demo car. Lovely little finish years. Unfortunately, the weather wasn't the best in the morning, but in the afternoon it brightened out. So we managed to get a few little test drives in. But if you want to come down, guys, and you was on the open day and you missed out because of the weather, hook us up with phone call, email to Andy, and he'll book you in and we'll take you out for a test drive gladly. We love this little car. It drives superb. Just enough power, really, to have a little bit of fun with. Black and yellow, can't go wrong. And it got lots of compliments on a day. But yeah, if you want to get into an RX-5, just a base Mazda car, like we said, 9995 you build these car for with your donor vehicle. That's basically what you get, less the screen, on this particular car. And we'll take you out, have some fun. Right, Cup Car time. We had Cup Car 2 and Cup Car 6 here. Atomic and RLM picked up that particular car, Saturday, literally after the event, because it's got off. It's going racing on the 15th or 16th of April at Croft. These are so fast, it's ridiculous. Great looking cars. If you want to know more about the range, speak to Atomic or Rich at RLM there, and they'll be able to talk you through the range. That's not an issue. But if you want a 6-speed sequential gearbox, 11,000 RPM and 130 mile an hour top end speed, that ticks the box. Right, another car that's sort of stripped down to bare bones. Again, people can see the chassis, what goes on, all the drivetrain. You could literally probably get in this car and drive it out the workshop without the bodywork on. It's all running. What's on with this one? Well, we're showing people, because we're fitting some new bodywork in it, giving it a complete refresh. New Essex rear tub, rear arches, side panels, bonnet and nose cone and everything else going on this particular one. It's a CBR 1000RR power plant, so it's always good to see the bike engine installations, how they work. People don't always understand, so it's nice to see something that's in there drivetrain wise. A different custom cage that was made at the time. It's a few years old now. It's about 3 or 4 years old now, I think. 3 years old? 3 years old, I think he is now. Hashtag Ben's car again. So he's been on with this, and it was nice to just show something stripped down that's being changed and upgraded, ready for spring. Right, Sport 200 time now. So same car, but road legal version of it. But what we do, the Sport 200, slight differentiation. Nose cone is different as well on it. But other than that, the wheels and tyre package is different, and it can come in any colour. The Cup cars are white. That's it. White only. But this, you get to choose whatever you want. It's not a problem at all. But yeah, this was on, and I think you can see it's earned its stripes. Classic colours like the old JPS theme, black and gold. Absolutely got lots of compliments, this car, on the day, because when it does that, just makes the car now. We're super happy with it. We're just doing the final preps on it now. It's having some carpets fitted in the footwell. If you want carpets, guys, we do little carpet sets all trimmed up. That's on. Some race wing mirrors, some seat pads going in, and a few other little bits for the customer. But yeah, this was on show, lots of compliments. Again, 6-speed sequential gearbox, 11,000 RPM, same setup as the Cup Series, same performance as the Cup Series, and everything else, just to basically choose your colour. Right, while we're here, staying over the chassis time, let's get to chassis register time. It is that time of the week. It is up on this side. If you're in the queue, congratulations. I can't wait for your project to start. If you want to get in the queue, hook us up with a phone call, email, speak to Andy here, or come down and see us at the factory. We can talk you through the process, get you out in a demo car, and have a little bit of fun and start your next project. Right, well, the open day, yes, great success as it was, but it wouldn't be without my team here. Thanks to the team who helped us on the day, and also the Porsche Owners Club who turned up. Some awesome bits of kit that were out there. Plenty of other sports cars turned up today. A few braved it in the weather, in the rain, etc. Drove 90 odd miles actually in that weather. So Ray and all of the guys who turned up in the kit cars, and it was great to see them and talk to the customers about their cars. That was great. Thanks to the catering guys that turned up, the coffee, the vans, the tea, the food. Kept us all fed and kept us all going, kept us all warm. So that's it. But keep an eye out on socials, guys. We've got another open day coming up soon. That's it for this week, guys. Like, share, subscribe. We shall catch you next week.